Hello and welcome to day 28 for October 2025's Adventures in Tarot Casting. Today we are using the Doorways sticker, which is this. Ta-da! And this is the spread. This is one of the backdrop stages that I created that's a simple 3-card spread. This is what my page looks like. Always with a little bit of advice for myself when I'm doing the readings to keep in mind. So when I created this, I wanted to do a 3-card spread, and I was going to do it boom, 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 and then kind of like the butterflies one. But then I did them this way in the initial sketching layout, and I was like, oh, I like the idea of the stairs. So I added all the stairs. Sometimes you'll see stairs appear in my work because I do feel like they too are portals because they bring us into different levels, whether we're ascending or descending. There are small tile placements off to the sides. For this reading, we're going to use tiny Lenormand, but you can omit them if you don't have them, or you can use charms or crystals or whatever. You could even employ the keys up here. You could do whatever. For the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to do the doorways as I drew them, which is kind of like, this is like an ancient doorway. This brings us to our past. This is the present, which is why it's opening, because we are kind of in the perpetual now, even though we're planning for the future because of events of the past, but the only true moment that we have is right now. So that's why the door on this one is sliding open, or maybe it's sliding closed, and then we're seeing the sun setting over the mountains, or again, it could be awakening. It depends on your perspective. And then this is a futuristic doorway. I had fun trying to figure out how I wanted to draw that one, so it's more like the organic nature of just, I feel like going into that, we're going to see more, I don't know, mechanically, I don't even know. I just wanted it to be very different than these two. So as you can tell, this is going to be past, present, and future, but with the tiles, we never know what reading's going to come out for the demo. I thought it would be neat also to employ 3 different decks for the sake of this. So we're going to do the Druid craft. Now this is my own personal, I created a box for it. Druid craft was very large, so I cropped it and, trimmed it and edged it and created a box for it because we have the tools to be able to do that. So let's see. So for the past position, this is what has already happened. This is gone, history, a memory vault. So the door might not open as easy, but it could be like the glimmers of what's feeding into the present, right? So let's just see what we have going on. And so for the past position, we have justice. And justice reminds us of the way that things were, the rule of law, the way how laws came into to be formed, to be agreed upon, like who gets to say what is should be done or what shouldn't be done. Like who is the one who sets the laws. Justice is reminding us that in the past, these things may have been good for some people, but maybe not all, right? So in that position, we're trying to still seek that balance because there's some things that maybe were beneficial to you, but not others, or to others and then not you. So justice in the past is kind of like maybe our whole idea of what justice was has to change. And so then for the modern deck, I'm using the Cosmic Cycles Tarot because this has a very modern feel. I was going to do the Modern Witch, and I was like, a lot of people have that. I'm not sure if a lot of people have this one. So Cosmic Cycles is a Kickstarter I backed a couple years ago. I really like it. And so this is the perpetual now. This is the invitation to be here in this moment because we can't always dwell on the past, right? And for the present, let's see, we got one card here. We have the King of Pentacles. And so in that present state, I can't help but think of the director, right? Who's directing the show? Who is bending justice? Like, who's using this to their will, right? King of Pentacles is somebody who's just sitting there in the director's chair, calling all the shots. Got the king in the background, you know. So the present right now, and I mean, trying not to bring it too much into current events, but yesterday's reading shows me that sometimes that can't be avoided. That maybe we have to face off with the king and remind him what the justice is, right? So for the future, we have what is materializing, possibilities wash in on new currents, you know, because it has that watery feel to it. And I'm using the Prisma Visions Tarot. I couldn't remember which one it is, by James Eads. Braxton is making himself known. He's out back yelling at the deer this early. So let's see. The future, we have what is materializing and washing in on new currents. And I picked this one because I thought, like, the way that the artwork is, it's very futuristic feeling, like the luminesce. Just, there's so much intention in James's drawings, and I just felt that it would really play with the blue of this doorway. And you can use, like, it doesn't have to be past, present, and future. You can use whatever you want for the 3-card spread. These are just merely suggestive, obviously. Such a big bark for such a little boy. 2 of Pentacles. And look at that. So the future, what's materializing is finding that balance, right? Like, I can't help but feel like this is almost like a jester sitting here being like, not everything that we see or know is actually what it is. Humpty Dumpty is coming to mind, but the way that, like, juggling and seeing, you know, trying to find our actual footing. Are we a leading character in this director's play? Are we the one directing? Are we the one calling the shots? And then the future saying, well, then who is it that we're trying to control? Where's the balance? Where's, you know, this whole spread has a lot to do with balance, starting with justice of what it used to look like, somebody bending and changing all the rules, and now trying to find new footing, right? So I'm going to bring in some Lenormand, and we're going to do, I'm just going to lay them all out, because I'm going to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. And we have Mountain, Gentleman, the Sun, the Birds, Garden, and one more, and we have the Snake. So in the way that I wrote for the suggestions, and again, like I said, you can always use them as a jump-off point and create your own spreads around these. So 4, 6, and 8, which are these ones down here, this is the upside down, the old patterns that keep bringing us away from progress. So it's like almost like in Labyrinth, when you have your eye on this door, it's actually going this way. And it's the blockages within the own community. Maybe we're giving too much focus and attention on the blockage instead of the togetherness. And so everybody has their bright ideas, but coming together seems to be the hard part, right? And that does feel on par. And that's how somebody like this can be in the director's chair currently. And then going upwards, we have the Ascent. And this is the keys to unlock potential, a way to open new doors or lock away ones forever. So depending on the energy with that. And we're seeing there's so much chatter and there's so much shady stuff being revealed about this person, you know? So the keys to that is to keep talking about it, keep revealing the undercurrent of, you know, the intentions not being pure and good. Keep talking about it. And then that way we can lock them away forever, right? Let's hope. So that's just a demo, of course. Take with it what you will. And let's see what we're going to be working with tomorrow. So we will shift this out of the way. We only have a couple left. We have three more days till Halloween. And stop. Soundtracks and archives. So this will be tomorrow's. And I'm excited to share that one with you. Again, thank you for being here as part of this series. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me in all the places. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Patreon, Facebook, and Pinterest, but I'm not on those two as much. Mostly it's Patreon and Instagram stories and stuff. So as always, thank you for being part of my creative world, and I will see you here tomorrow. Bye.